10 Stoic Rules on How to Emotionally Detach from Someone. Powerful Stoic Habits. Ever feel trapped by emotional attachment, unable to break free? You're not alone. Inspired by the wisdom of Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, this video reveals 10 powerful Stoic rules to help you emotionally detach from someone. Detachment isn't about becoming cold, it's about finding inner strength and clarity. Discover practical Stoic habits to release emotional attachments, reclaim your peace of mind, and focus on what truly matters. Imagine shedding mental chains and gaining clarity. As Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Ready to break free and grow? This video is for you. Join us as we explore these 10 Stoic habits. Hit subscribe and comment. Emotional freedom starts now. Let's begin this journey together. Number 1. The illusion of control. This common misconception is known as the illusion of control, and understanding and dismantling it is crucial for emotional detachment and personal freedom. Our ego often tricks us into thinking that we can control external events and other people's reactions. This illusion leads us to place undue importance on how others perceive us, resulting in emotional clinginess and dependence. As Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, wisely said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This saying highlights a fundamental Stoic principle. While we cannot control external events, we can control our responses to them. When we cling to the illusion of control, we may find ourselves idolizing individuals and placing them on pedestals, believing that our worth is tied to their approval. This mindset creates a distorted perception of reality, where we see others as possessing something unattainable. Yet, when we strip away these illusions, we realize that everyone is equally human and equally vulnerable. No one holds a special ticket that makes them inherently superior or more worthy. To dismantle this illusion, start by acknowledging that much of what we believe we can control is, in fact, beyond our influence. This realization can be both humbling and liberating. Accepting that we cannot control others' actions or feelings allows us to focus on what we can control: our own thoughts, reactions, and personal growth. By shifting our focus inward, we build self-confidence and resilience. Instead of seeking validation from others, practice self-affirmation. Remind yourself regularly of your unique strengths and qualities. Understand that your value does not depend on someone else's perception. Recognize that the universe is vast and there is plenty of love, success, and happiness to go around. When you stop fearing the loss of one particular person or outcome, you open yourself to a world of new possibilities and opportunities. In relationships, this understanding allows you to love freely without desperate attachment. It empowers you to appreciate connections while maintaining your sense of self-worth and independence. Think about a modern-day scenario. You might be scrolling through social media, feeling inadequate because your life doesn't measure up to the curated perfection of others. You might think that by changing yourself to gain more likes or followers, you can control how others see you and thus feel better about yourself. However, this is just another form of the illusion of control. Instead, focus on what makes you genuinely happy and fulfilled, regardless of external validation. Take time to engage in activities that bring you joy and peace. Spend time with people who support and uplift you. This approach doesn't mean you become indifferent to others, but rather you find strength and contentment within yourself, independent of external circumstances. By practicing these principles, you cultivate a profound emotional strength that prepares you to face life's uncertainties with grace. Consider the story of a friend who always sought validation through relationships. He believed that by being the perfect partner, he could control his partner's love and commitment. However, after a series of failed relationships, he realized that his worth wasn't dependent on someone else's affection. By focusing on his own growth and happiness, he found a deeper, more genuine sense of fulfillment. This shift allowed him to form healthier, more balanced relationships, where both partners respected and valued each other without the burden of unrealistic expectations. Recognizing these patterns, you can begin to let go of the illusion of control and embrace the freedom that comes with true emotional detachment. Remember, true power lies within your own mind. You can navigate your emotions and relationships with a sense of clarity and purpose by understanding and applying these Stoic principles. In the words of Seneca, "He who is brave is free." By practicing emotional detachment, you empower yourself to live a more authentic and fulfilling life. Dismantling the illusion of control involves recognizing our own limitations and focusing on what we can truly influence: our thoughts, actions, and responses. By embracing self-affirmation, recognizing our intrinsic worth, and fostering an abundance mindset, we build resilience and independence. This approach helps us appreciate and engage with others more healthily and balanced. Remember, your completeness does not rely on anyone else's presence. Embrace this liberating truth, and you will find strength and freedom within yourself. As you move forward, keep these lessons in mind and apply them to your daily life. Reflect on your attachments, reassess your need for control, and shift your focus inward. Doing so will pave the way for a more peaceful, content, and emotionally resilient life. Number 2. Understanding attachment. Let's dive deep into this concept, drawing wisdom from the Stoic philosophers to guide us. Attachment, at its core, is rooted in our ego. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This wisdom highlights the essence of attachment, our desires and perceived needs. When we're attached to something or someone, we often operate from a place of ego, seeking validation, security, or a sense of identity from external sources. Have you ever felt that your happiness hinges on another person's approval or presence? This is a clear sign of ego-driven attachment. To begin untangling ourselves from these attachments, we must first recognize them for what they are: products of our ego seeking security and validation. Understanding the root of your attachment is the first step in loosening its grip. Now picture living a life from a place of love rather than ego. What if you could trust in the abundance of the universe, believing that what's meant for you will find its way? This mindset shift is powerful. It's about recognizing your inherent worth and capabilities independent of external factors. As you begin to view your desires and connections through this lens, you'll start to see the unnecessary weight they add to your life. Embracing the concept of abundance is crucial. When you let go of the fear of loss, the universe often rewards you with more than what you let go of. Detachment doesn't mean you care less. It means you understand better. It means staying true to your essence and letting love guide you rather than fear. The journey towards detachment is transformative. It's about shedding layers of ego to uncover the resilient, love-filled soul beneath. It's about moving forward with lightness, free from the burdens of attachment, and ready to welcome new blessings with open arms and a steadfast heart. By prioritizing your inner peace over external validation, you pave the way for a life of true emotional freedom and fulfillment. This principle isn't just philosophical, it's practical. Start by identifying who or what you're overly attached to. Is it a person, a job, or even a dream? Understanding why you're holding on so tightly is key. Are you seeking validation, afraid of loneliness, or something else? By identifying the root cause, you can begin to address it directly. Think about how often our attachments are based on fear. Fear of being alone, fear of failure, fear of the unknown. Marcus Aurelius, another great Stoic philosopher, once said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." This means that our attachments can cloud our judgment and color our perception of reality. To break free, we need to change the way we think about our attachments and our sense of self. Start practicing self-awareness and mindfulness. Notice when you feel an emotional pull and examine what's causing it. Another step in understanding attachment is to focus on self-validation. Instead of seeking approval from others, Work on building your self-worth from within. Remember that your value is intrinsic and doesn't depend on external factors. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, advised, "He who is brave is free." This bravery comes from within, from knowing and valuing yourself independently of others. Engage in activities that nourish your soul and build your confidence. Surround yourself with supportive people who respect your boundaries and encourage your growth. As you practice these habits, you'll find that the need for external validation diminishes. Your sense of peace and contentment grows stronger, allowing you to detach healthily. Detachment isn't about becoming cold or indifferent. It's about gaining clarity and resilience. When you can view your relationships and desires without the haze of attachment, you make better decisions and foster healthier connections. Consider how this can apply to your modern life. In today's world, we are constantly bombarded with images and messages telling us what we need to be happy. Social media, advertisements, and even well-meaning friends and family can contribute to this pressure. By practicing detachment, you can tune out the noise and focus on what truly matters to you. This doesn't mean you don't care about others or your goals. It means you don't let them control your sense of self-worth and happiness. Take a moment each day to reflect on your attachments and how they impact your life. Are they bringing you joy, or are they causing stress and anxiety? By regularly assessing and adjusting your attachments, you maintain a healthy balance and stay true to your values. Remember, the journey towards detachment is ongoing. It requires patience and practice, but the rewards are profound. As you learn to detach, you gain a deeper understanding of yourself and a greater sense of freedom. You become more resilient, capable of handling life's challenges with grace and wisdom. In the words of Epictetus, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. By embracing this philosophy, you empower yourself to live a more fulfilling and authentic life. So, next time you find yourself clinging to someone or something, ask yourself, why? What am I afraid of losing? And is this fear based on reality or my perceptions? By answering these questions honestly, you take the first step towards emotional freedom. The power of detachment lies in recognizing your own worth and capabilities, independent of external validation. It's about trusting that what's meant for you will find its way, and that you have the strength to handle whatever comes your way. As you embrace this mindset, you'll find that life becomes more enjoyable, relationships become healthier, and your sense of inner peace deepens. Detachment allows you to engage with life fully and authentically, free from the chains of unnecessary attachments. So, take a deep breath, let go of what's holding you back, and step into the freedom that comes with emotional detachment. Your journey towards a more peaceful and fulfilling life starts now. Number 3. The power of detachment. Have you ever felt like your emotions are a puppet, with someone else pulling the strings? Have you wondered how much control you've handed over to others simply because of your attachments? This is where the power of detachment comes into play. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you start living a life where your peace and happiness aren't dictated by external factors. Consider the wisdom of Epictetus, who said, "We suffer not from the events in our lives, but from our judgment about them." Detachment is about reclaiming your power, understanding that while you cannot control external events, you can control your response to them. When we cling too tightly to people or situations, they begin to control us, like giving someone else the remote to your feelings, letting them flip through the channels at will. Their influence can dictate your happiness, sadness, and, in extreme cases, drive you to make irreversible decisions. Detachment is about reclaiming that remote and deciding for yourself which channels to watch. Think of your emotions as a kite, with every string attached to something or someone representing a potential direction. Your emotions can be pulled. If you hold on to too many strings or one too tightly, you're at the mercy of the wind. Stoicism teaches us to loosen our grip, to understand that while we can't control the wind, we can decide which strings to hold. This approach doesn't make you cold or indifferent. It makes you grounded and resilient. Start by identifying what or who you're overly attached to. Engage in activities that fill you with a sense of purpose and satisfaction. By focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you can't, you begin to anchor yourself in your own strength and values. As you embrace detachment, you start to see the world differently. You recognize that your worth is not tied to external circumstances but is intrinsic and unwavering. This realization empowers you to move forward with clarity and confidence, free from the mental shackles of attachment. Remember, as Seneca said, "He who is brave is free." By practicing detachment, you are not withdrawing from life but engaging with it more fully, with a clear mind and a steady heart. In modern life, this principle can be your guide. When you feel overwhelmed by social media, relationships, or work pressures, remind yourself that you control your reactions, not the external pressures. Practice focusing on what truly matters and let go of unnecessary attachments. This will help you navigate life's challenges with resilience and wisdom, fostering a sense of inner peace and emotional strength. By doing so, you will not only enhance your own well-being, but also set a powerful example for those around you. Thank you for joining today's video. Before we dive in, I want to express my gratitude for being part of our community. Feel free to share your thoughts, or simply comment "new" here if you're a newcomer, or Stoic follower if you've been with us for a while. Your engagement truly motivates us. Shall we continue this journey together? Number 4. Detachment in practice. This principle applies perfectly to emotional attachment. Are you ready to release the grip of the past and make room for new possibilities? Picture yourself holding onto a rope so tightly that your hands start to ache. You're scared to let go because you don't know what will happen if you do. The truth is, letting go doesn't mean you'll fall. Sometimes it means you can finally stretch your hands and reach out for something even better. I had to learn this the hard way when I clung onto a comfortable relationship because it felt safe, not realizing I was shutting doors to potential happiness that was knocking on my door. How many times have you done the same, afraid to let go of what you know for fear of the unknown? Here's another truth bomb. The fear of missing out, or FOMO, is a trap. It's like watching everyone else's highlight reel on social media, while you think you're missing out on life. But remember, social media is a curated, filtered snapshot meant to showcase perfect moments. Once I stopped scrolling through everyone else's stories and started living my own, FOMO lost its grip on me. Do you find yourself constantly comparing your life to others? It's time to break free from that cycle. Not knowing every detail of someone else's life doesn't mean you're missing out. It means you're fully present in your own life, making memorable moments that belong to you and you alone. Attachment to a false image of happiness can make letting go seem impossible. You see others living their best life and fear that you're falling behind. But remember, the grass only looks greener from a distance. Up close, you'll see it has its share of brown patches too. Creating an illusion of perfection in someone else's life steals joy from your own. It's like running on a treadmill, trying to catch up to a hologram. No matter how fast you go, you'll never reach it because it's not real. Detachment isn't about giving up happiness. It's about defining it on your own terms. So, to emotionally detach, follow the Stoic principle of focusing on what's within your control, your thoughts, your actions, your growth. It's empowering to realize that no one's opinion, no past relationship, not even a shiny, filtered life on social media, has the power to define your worth or your happiness. This realization is your armor, allowing you to move forward unburdened by unnecessary attachments, free to experience life in all its unpredictable glory, and open to the genuine, fulfilling connections that are waiting just around the corner. Remember, letting go isn't an end. It's a bold step toward the life you truly deserve. In modern life, this means recognizing the constant pressure to keep up with others and rejecting the notion that you need to match anyone else's achievements or lifestyle to be happy. A friend of mine was once consumed by the success and happiness she saw in her social media feed, feeling inadequate by comparison. However, she decided to take a step back, limit her social media use, and focus on her own passions and values. This shift allowed her to find true contentment and form more meaningful relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. By letting go of this need, you open yourself to new opportunities and experiences. You start to see that your happiness is not dependent on anyone else, but is found within your own actions and mindset. As Seneca said, "He who is brave is free." This bravery involves taking control of your inner world, focusing on personal growth, and letting go of the unnecessary burdens that hold you back. It's about embracing the unknown and trusting that life has more in store for you than what you're clinging to. So, next time you find yourself grasping too tightly to something or someone, remember that true freedom and happiness come from within. The practice of detachment, guided by Stoic principles, empowers you to let go of fear and embrace the possibilities that lie ahead. By focusing on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and personal growth, you create a foundation of resilience and self-worth that is independent of external validation. This shift not only enhances your own well-being, but also enriches your relationships, making them more genuine. Number 5. The path to happiness. Epictetus wisely said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This profound insight directs us to look inward rather than outward for our sense of worth and happiness. Understanding this concept is particularly crucial when the challenge is to detach from someone. It's not about severing ties with malice or indifference, but about recognizing that the most profound form of companionship you'll ever possess is the one you have with yourself. True value, as it turns out, stems from within, your character, your wisdom, and how you treat others. How often do we mistakenly believe that our happiness is locked in someone else's presence in our lives, that our worth climbs with their approval or dips with their neglect? This mindset chains us, reducing our vast potential to the whims of another. Imagine a bird believing it needs permission to fly. We limit our emotional skies. Instead, realize that the sky has always been open, waiting for you to spread your wings on your own terms. This self-reliance is liberating, teaching us that our value does not fluctuate with others' opinions or presence. Detachment, therefore, isn't an act of pushing someone away but drawing ourselves closer to our essence. By focusing on personal growth and becoming the best versions of ourselves, we unshackle from the heavy weight of neediness. It's akin to nurturing a garden. You wouldn't plead for a single flower to grow. You tend to the soil, water the plants, and trust in the natural process. In focusing on self-improvement, we cultivate a garden that blooms regardless of who chooses to walk through it or admire its beauty. This nurturing becomes a source of happiness that's independent, resilient, and profoundly rewarding. Starts with the understanding that you are complete with or without someone's affirmation. Your journey is about discovering the expanses of your own sky, learning to love the freedom that comes from flying solo when necessary. Embrace Stoicism's wisdom. Focus on what's within your control, your thoughts, your actions, your growth. This doesn't mean closing your heart or turning a blind eye to love and connection. It means securing your emotional anchor in the steady ground of your being. Consider the story of a man named John, who always sought validation through his relationships. He believed that his worth was tied to being in a relationship, and that being single meant he was incomplete. After several failed relationships, John decided to embark on a journey of self-discovery. He started focusing on his hobbies, career, and personal growth. He learned to find happiness in his accomplishments and passions, independent of a partner's approval. This shift allowed John to build a stronger sense of self-worth and form healthier relationships, free from the neediness that previously held him back. Your self-worth isn't a puzzle missing someone else's piece. It's a masterpiece in progress, complete as is, yet open to adding more beauty from the world around it. As Seneca said, "He who is brave is free." This bravery involves taking control of your inner world, focusing on personal growth, and letting go of the unnecessary burdens that hold you back. In modern life, we are constantly bombarded with messages that our happiness depends on external factors, such as social media likes, professional success, or romantic relationships. These messages can create an illusion that we need to achieve or possess certain things to be truly happy. However, the wisdom of Stoicism teaches us that true happiness comes from within and is independent of these external validations. By practicing detachment, we can break free from these illusions and focus on what truly matters: our inner peace and personal growth. Once you've identified these areas, shift your focus inward, practice self-affirmation, and remind yourself of your intrinsic worth. Engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, not because they will earn you praise from others, but because they genuinely make you happy. Additionally, set aside time each day for self-reflection and mindfulness. This practice can help you stay grounded and connected to your inner values. When you find yourself seeking external validation, pause and remind yourself of Epictetus's words. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. By focusing on what you truly need, rather than what you think you should have, you cultivate a sense of contentment and peace. The path to happiness through emotional detachment is about recognizing your inherent value and focusing on what you can control. It's about letting go of the need for external validation and finding joy in your personal growth and accomplishments. By embracing these Stoic principles, you can navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience, fostering a sense of inner peace and emotional strength. This journey is not about becoming indifferent to others, but about building a strong foundation of self-worth that is independent of their opinions. True happiness is within your reach, and it starts with detachment from the need for external validation. By focusing on your personal growth and inner peace, you create a life that is fulfilling and resilient. Embrace the wisdom of Stoicism, and you will find that your happiness is not tethered to the whims of others, but is firmly rooted within yourself. This shift not only enhances your well-being, but also allows you to form healthier, more genuine connections with others. Remember, the sky is always open for you to spread your wings. Embrace the journey of emotional detachment and discover the profound joy and freedom that comes with it. Number 6. Embrace the present moment. Are you often caught up in memories of the past or worries about the future? Embracing the present moment is a powerful way to emotionally detach and find peace within yourself. This practice, rooted deeply in Stoic philosophy, encourages us to live fully in the now, appreciating the current moment rather than being consumed by what has been or what might be. Marcus Aurelius, a renowned Stoic philosopher, wisely said, "Confine yourself to the present." This statement highlights the essence of Stoic wisdom, the importance of focusing on the present moment. When you dwell on the past, you might find yourself reliving painful experiences or clinging to what no longer exists. Similarly, when you worry about the future, you often create unnecessary anxiety over events that have not yet happened and may never occur. Both of these habits can prevent you from experiencing the richness of the present. Practicing mindfulness is an effective way to embrace the present moment. Mindfulness involves paying close attention to your current experience without judgment. It means fully engaging in whatever you're doing, whether it's eating a meal, taking a walk, or having a conversation. Notice the details: the taste of the food, the feel of the ground under your feet, the tone of the other person's voice. By immersing yourself in these experiences, you ground yourself in the present, which can alleviate feelings of attachment to the past or future. Engaging in mindful activities can significantly enhance your ability to stay present. Meditation, for example, trains your mind to focus on the here and now. Even simple breathing exercises can bring your attention back to the present moment. Try to dedicate a few minutes each day to these practices. Over time, you'll find that you're less distracted by past regrets or future anxieties. Living in the present also means appreciating what you have right now. Cultivate gratitude for the small moments and simple pleasures in your life. This shift in focus from what is lacking to what is abundant can transform your perspective, making it easier to let go of attachments that weigh you down. Embracing the present moment, you build a foundation of emotional stability and clarity. This practice helps you navigate life's challenges with a calm and focused mind, allowing you to experience life more fully and joyfully. Consider the story of a man named Michael, who always found himself stressed about his career and relationships, constantly worrying about what could go wrong. One day, he decided to practice mindfulness by focusing on his daily routines, like savoring his morning coffee and appreciating the quiet moments in his day. This shift helped Michael reduce his anxiety and enjoy his life more. By living in the present, he discovered that many of his worries were unfounded and that he had more control over his happiness than he realized. Begin by identifying times when you are most likely to dwell on the past or worry about the future. During these times, gently bring your focus back to the present by engaging in mindfulness practices. This could be as simple as taking a few deep breaths, feeling the sensations in your body, or paying attention to the sights and sounds around you. Additionally, create a daily gratitude practice by writing down a few things you are thankful for each day. This practice can help you focus on the positive aspects of your life and build a habit of appreciation. The key to emotional detachment and finding peace within yourself lies in your ability to live in the present moment. As you practice mindfulness and gratitude, you'll find that you can navigate life's challenges with greater ease and resilience. This approach not only enhances your well-being but also allows you to form deeper, more meaningful connections with others. By focusing on the present, you free yourself from the burdens of the past and the anxieties of the future, allowing you to fully experience the joy and beauty of life as it unfolds. Embracing the present moment is a powerful tool for emotional detachment and inner peace. By focusing on the here and now, you can reduce stress, increase happiness, and build a more resilient mindset. Practice mindfulness and gratitude daily, and watch as your life transforms into a more fulfilling and joyful experience. As you move forward, remember the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius. Confine yourself to the present. This simple yet profound advice can help you live a more balanced and contented life, free from the chains of past regrets and future anxieties. Embrace the present and discover the true path to happiness and emotional freedom. Number 7. Reframe your thoughts. Have you ever felt trapped by your own thoughts, unable to break free from the negative patterns that keep you emotionally dependent on someone? Reframing your thoughts is a powerful tool for emotional detachment, allowing you to change the way you perceive and interpret situations. This practice helps you break free from negative thought patterns and emotional dependencies. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once advised, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." By changing your thoughts, you change your emotional state and overall perspective on life. Start by identifying the negative thoughts that keep you attached. These might include beliefs like, "I can't live without this person," "I'll never find someone else," or "My happiness depends on them." Such thoughts create a sense of dependency and helplessness. Recognizing these patterns is the first step towards changing them. Next, challenge these thoughts by questioning their validity. Ask yourself, is this thought absolutely true? And what evidence do I have to support this belief? Often, you'll find that these thoughts are exaggerated or unfounded. This realization can weaken their grip on your emotions. Once you've identified and challenged your negative thoughts, replace them with positive or neutral ones. Instead of, "I can't live without this person," try, "I am capable of finding happiness and fulfillment on my own." Replace "I'll never find someone else" with, "There are many opportunities for love and connection in my future." These new thoughts should reflect a more balanced and empowering perspective. To reinforce these new thought patterns, practice daily affirmations. Write down positive statements about yourself and your ability to thrive independently, and read them aloud each day. Over time, these affirmations can help rewire your brain to adopt a more positive outlook. Additionally, mindfulness techniques such as meditation can support your efforts to reframe your thoughts. Mindfulness helps you become aware of your thought patterns without judgment, allowing you to observe and change them more effectively. Reframing your thoughts is not a one-time effort, but an ongoing practice. By consistently challenging and changing your negative beliefs, you build emotional resilience and gain greater control over your reactions. This shift in mindset fosters a sense of inner strength and detachment, empowering you to move forward with confidence and clarity. Consider the story of a man named Tom, who was constantly plagued by thoughts of inadequacy and fear of abandonment after a painful breakup. He believed he would never find love again, and that his happiness was forever tied to his past relationship. By practicing thought reframing, Tom started questioning these beliefs and replacing them with more positive ones. He told himself, "I have the strength to find happiness on my own, and new opportunities for love and connection await me." Through daily affirmations and mindfulness practices, Tom gradually shifted his mindset and began to see his self-worth independent of his past relationship. This change not only improved his emotional well-being, but also opened him up to new possibilities and healthier relationships. Now ask yourself, what negative thoughts are holding you back? How can you challenge and reframe them to empower yourself? By consistently applying these techniques, you can cultivate a mindset that supports your emotional freedom and personal growth. Remember, the journey to emotional detachment and inner peace starts with changing the way you think. Embrace this practice and discover the strength within you to create a fulfilling and independent life. As you move forward, keep in mind the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. This principle can guide you to a more balanced and resilient emotional state, helping you navigate life's challenges with grace and confidence. Reframing your thoughts is a vital step in achieving emotional detachment and finding inner peace. By identifying, challenging, and replacing negative thoughts, you can break free from emotional dependencies and build a stronger, more resilient mindset. Daily affirmations and mindfulness practices will support this transformation, allowing you to move forward with clarity and confidence. Embrace this powerful tool and witness the positive changes it brings to your life, empowering you to live more fully and independently. Number 8. Set healthy boundaries. Setting healthy boundaries is crucial for emotional detachment. Boundaries protect your well-being and give you control over your emotional space. Identify what behaviors are acceptable and what aren't, and communicate these clearly to others. By respecting your own limits, you reinforce your self-worth and reduce dependency on others for validation or happiness. When you set boundaries, you define the line between where you end and another person begins. This practice helps prevent emotional entanglement and promotes a sense of autonomy. If someone's behavior is causing you stress, calmly but firmly express your need for space or a change in interaction. This isn't about pushing people away, but about protecting your mental and emotional health. As you establish these limits, remember that boundaries are a form of self-respect. They signal to others that you value yourself and your needs. Over time, consistent boundary setting helps you cultivate healthier relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. It's a proactive step toward emotional independence, ensuring that your peace of mind isn't contingent on the actions or approval of others. By setting and maintaining healthy boundaries, you create a safe emotional environment where you can thrive. This empowers you to focus on your own growth and well-being, fostering a stronger sense of self and enhancing your overall quality of life. The wisdom of Epictetus, who said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Setting boundaries is about mastering your own needs and ensuring they are met without compromising your well-being. Imagine you're at work, and a colleague constantly oversteps your boundaries by asking you to take on extra tasks that disrupt your work-life balance. By clearly communicating your limits and sticking to them, you protect your time and energy, allowing you to perform better and feel more in control. This simple act of boundary setting can transform your work experience from one of stress and overwhelm to one of balance and productivity. Think about your personal life. Have you ever felt drained because you couldn't say no to family or friends? Maybe you agreed to social events even when you needed rest, or you lent money despite feeling uncomfortable. These situations erode your self-worth and create resentment. By setting boundaries, you can say no without guilt, knowing that you're prioritizing your mental and emotional health. This not only protects your well-being but also enhances your relationships by fostering mutual respect. People who truly care about you will understand and respect your boundaries. Imagine a scenario where a friend frequently calls late at night to talk about their problems, disrupting your sleep and peace. By gently but firmly telling them that you're available to talk at more convenient times, you protect your need for rest while still offering support. This balance is crucial for maintaining healthy relationships without sacrificing your needs. Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher, reminds us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Setting boundaries is an exercise in realizing and asserting that power, ensuring that you remain the master of your emotional domain. In modern life, the concept of setting boundaries extends to digital spaces as well. How often do you find yourself overwhelmed by constant notifications and the pressure to respond immediately? By setting boundaries with your phone, such as turning off non-essential notifications or setting specific times to check emails and social media, you can reclaim your time and mental space. This digital detox can significantly reduce stress and improve your focus and productivity. It's about creating an environment where you can thrive without the constant pull of external demands. When setting boundaries also involves recognizing and respecting the boundaries of others. Just as you need space and respect, so do the people around you. This mutual understanding creates a harmonious environment where everyone feels valued and respected. It fosters a community where people can interact healthily and supportively, enhancing the quality of relationships. Reflect on times when you've respected someone else's boundaries. How did it strengthen your relationship and build trust? This respect is the cornerstone of any healthy interaction and is essential for emotional detachment and independence. Setting healthy boundaries is not about building walls, but about creating a framework within which you can operate freely and securely. It's about ensuring your well-being while respecting the needs of others. By doing so, you enhance your emotional health, build stronger relationships, and foster an environment where you can thrive. Now I want to express my gratitude for being part of our community. Feel free to share your thoughts, or simply comment, "Excited to learn," if you're eager to dive in, or "Stoic at heart" if you resonate with our content. Your engagement truly motivates us. Ready to explore together? Number 9. Engage in self-care. When was the last time you did something just for yourself? Engaging in self-care is essential for emotional detachment and building a resilient, independent life. Seneca believed in the importance of personal well-being, highlighting that a sound mind and a sound body is a short but full description of a happy state in this world. Self-care means prioritizing activities that nurture your body, mind, and spirit. Physical exercise not only improves your health, but also releases endorphins that elevate your mood. Meditation and mindful practices help center your thoughts and reduce stress, promoting mental clarity and emotional stability. Hobbies and passions play a crucial role in self-care. Whether it's painting, reading, gardening, or playing an instrument, these activities provide joy and fulfillment, making you less reliant on others for happiness. Additionally, spending quality time with loved ones who support and uplift you reinforces your sense of community and belonging. Self-care is about creating a balanced lifestyle that supports your well-being. By taking care of yourself, you build a strong foundation that allows you to face life's challenges with confidence. It enables you to detach emotionally from others, not out of coldness, but from a place of inner strength and self-assuredness. Prioritizing self-care is a vital step in nurturing a fulfilling, independent life. Consider the story of Sarah, a busy professional who often felt overwhelmed and stressed. She realized that she rarely took time for herself, constantly prioritizing work and others' needs. Sarah decided to incorporate self-care into her routine, starting with small steps like daily walks, weekend painting sessions, and regular meditation. Over time, she noticed a significant improvement in her mood and energy levels. Her newfound balance allowed her to handle work challenges more effectively and enjoy her personal life more fully. By prioritizing self-care, Sarah built a stronger sense of self-worth and independence, demonstrating the profound impact of taking time for oneself. Have you ever felt guilty about taking time for yourself, thinking it's selfish or indulgent? This mindset can be a major barrier to self-care. However, it's important to recognize that self-care is not selfish. It's essential. By taking care of your own needs, you ensure that you have the energy and emotional resources to be present and supportive for others. Reflect on your current self-care practices. Imagine dedicating just 30 minutes a day to activities that make you feel good. How would that change your outlook on life and your interactions with others? Engaging in self-care activities doesn't have to be time-consuming or expensive. Simple actions like reading a book, taking a bath, or going for a walk can have a significant impact on your well-being. By making self-care a priority, you create a more balanced and fulfilling life. Another important aspect of self-care is learning to set boundaries. This means saying no to things that drain your energy or don't align with your values. It also means protecting your time and space so you can engage in activities that rejuvenate you. Consider how often you agree to things out of obligation rather than desire. How does this affect your energy and happiness? By setting boundaries and prioritizing your own needs, you can create a healthier, more balanced lifestyle. Engaging in self-care is a crucial step towards emotional detachment and personal growth. By nurturing your body, mind, and spirit, you build a strong foundation for a resilient and independent life. Remember the wisdom of Seneca. A sound mind and a sound body is a short but full description of a happy state in this world. Make self-care a priority, and you'll find yourself more capable of facing life's challenges with confidence and grace. Reflect on how you can incorporate self-care into your daily routine and make a commitment to prioritize your well-being. By doing so, you not only improve your own life, but also enhance your ability to support and uplift those around you. Number 10. Practice gratitude. Practicing gratitude can significantly shift your perspective, helping you emotionally detach from someone. By actively acknowledging and appreciating the positive aspects of your life, you create a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. As the philosopher Epictetus wisely noted, "Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for." This wisdom reminds us to cherish our current blessings instead of fixating on what we lack. Gratitude helps you recognize the value in what you already possess, which diminishes the perceived need for what you think you're missing. Each day, write down 3 things you are grateful for. These can be as simple as a sunny day, a supportive friend, or a good meal. This practice redirects your focus from what's absent to what's present and fulfilling in your life. Consider the story of John, a man who constantly felt unsatisfied despite having a stable job and a loving family. He realized that he was always yearning for more and failing to appreciate what he had. John started a gratitude journal, noting down small blessings every day. Over time, he found that his mindset shifted from one of scarcity to one of abundance. He felt more content and less attached to the idea of needing more to be happy. Have you ever thought about how gratitude can change your daily life? When you focus on the positives, you build a buffer against the pain of detachment. Gratitude enhances your emotional well-being and makes it easier to let go of attachments that no longer serve you. This shift in focus helps you see the richness in your current life and reduces the anxiety of wanting more. Reflect on your own life. What are some things you are grateful for today? How does acknowledging these blessings change your outlook? Gratitude is not just about listing good things. It's about truly feeling thankful for them. By cultivating a habit of gratitude, you train your mind to look for the good, even in challenging times. This practice can lead to a more peaceful and contented life. Imagine waking up each day and starting with thoughts of gratitude. How would that affect your mood and interactions throughout the day? This mindset can transform your relationships, making you more appreciative and less dependent on others for your happiness. Think about how gratitude can be incorporated into modern life. In a world where we are constantly bombarded with messages telling us we need more to be happy, practicing gratitude can be a powerful antidote. It helps you focus on what truly matters and fosters a sense of fulfillment. By regularly acknowledging what you are thankful for, you create a positive feedback loop that enhances your emotional resilience. This practice is especially valuable when dealing with emotional detachment. When you appreciate what you have, you are less likely to cling to what you don't need. Focusing on the positives, you can navigate difficulties with a sense of peace and acceptance. This approach aligns with the Stoic philosophy of focusing on what you can control and accepting what you cannot. By integrating gratitude into your daily routine, you not only improve your own well-being but also influence those around you positively. Practicing gratitude is a powerful tool for emotional detachment and overall well-being. By focusing on what you have rather than what you lack, you cultivate a mindset of abundance and reduce the perceived need for more. This shift in perspective helps you appreciate the present and fosters a sense of contentment. As you develop a habit of gratitude, you build emotional resilience and find it easier to let go of attachments that no longer serve you. Remember the wisdom of Epictetus. Cherish what you have, and recognize that many of your current blessings were once among the things you only hoped for. This practice not only enhances your own life, but also sets a positive example for others, creating a ripple effect of gratitude and fulfillment. So, start today by acknowledging the good in your life, and watch as it transforms your outlook and brings you closer to a state of inner peace and emotional freedom. Life skills. 7 great benefits of practicing Stoicism. 1. You will care less about what people think. One of the most challenging yet rewarding life skills is learning to care less about what others think. This doesn't mean you completely disregard their opinions. Rather, it means you live your life without being dependent on others' thoughts and judgments. As Epictetus wisely noted, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Embracing Stoicism empowers you to make your own choices and take full responsibility for your actions. Often it's easier to follow others' advice because if things go wrong, you have someone to blame. However, true growth comes from owning your decisions and learning from your mistakes. This approach fosters personal development and enhances your decision-making skills. Accepting others' opinions should be based on their alignment with your values, not just because they are pleasing to hear. In today's world where social media and societal pressures are omnipresent, practicing Stoicism can be a powerful tool to help you navigate your path with confidence and clarity. By focusing on what you can control and letting go of the need for external validation, you find a sense of peace and empowerment that is both liberating and transformative. Modern life demands resilience and authenticity, and Stoicism provides the framework to cultivate these qualities. Remember, your life is yours to live, and the only opinions that truly matter are those that resonate with your inner values and principles. This mindset shift not only brings inner peace but also strengthens your ability to face challenges with grace and confidence. 2. You will waste less time. Practicing Stoicism can help you make the most of every moment and live a more meaningful and focused life. Time is finite, and life is fragile. Every day we are reminded of how quickly things can change and how those around us could leave at any moment. Reflecting on these realities is not negative. Instead, it sharpens our awareness of the brevity and preciousness of each moment we experience. As Seneca once said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." By embracing this mindset, you learn to treat every interaction and experience as if it could be the last. This perspective encourages you to focus on the present and live each moment fully, rather than squandering time on meaningless distractions. Imagine how much more fulfilling your life would be if you truly cherished each day and prioritized what truly matters. How would your relationships improve if you were fully present with those you care about, without the constant pull of unnecessary worries or tasks? Practicing Stoicism teaches you to do things your way, making the most of your time and living a life filled with purpose. This philosophy encourages you to reflect on the impermanence of life, helping you to appreciate the present and avoid the trap of procrastination. By focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you cannot, you free yourself from the anxiety that often leads to wasted time. In modern life, where distractions are endless and time seems to slip away faster than ever, this Stoic principle becomes a powerful tool for managing your life effectively. Consider how you spend your time each day. Are you investing it in activities that align with your values and goals, or are you allowing it to be consumed by trivial pursuits? Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This reminder to live with urgency and intention can transform how you approach each day. By practicing Stoicism, you develop the discipline to focus on meaningful activities, whether it's nurturing your relationships, pursuing your passions, or contributing to your community. Moreover, embracing Stoicism helps you to set clear priorities and eliminate time-wasting habits. It encourages you to reflect on your actions and their impact, fostering a deeper understanding of what is truly important. Adopting a Stoic mindset, you can reclaim control over your time and ensure that each moment is spent wisely. This approach not only enhances your personal fulfillment, but also strengthens your resilience and adaptability. In today's fast-paced world, where time is one of our most valuable resources, practicing Stoicism provides a clear framework for living intentionally and meaningfully. Living a life of purpose and intention is within your reach. By focusing on the present and prioritizing what truly matters, you can waste less time and create a life that is rich with meaning and fulfillment. As you navigate your journey, let the wisdom of Stoicism guide you to make the most of every precious moment. 3. You will know what is within your contro. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the chaos of life, unsure of what you can truly control? Practicing Stoicism can provide clarity and peace by helping you focus on what you can change and letting go of what you can't. We all have hopes and dreams, fears and disappointments. We expect good things to come and worry that bad things might happen. Practicing Stoicism helps us understand what is within our control and disregard what we cannot change. As Epictetus wisely stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This powerful insight guides us to master our emotions and direct our energy toward the things we can influence. Imagine you're stuck in traffic, frustrated and anxious about being late. Stoicism teaches you to accept the situation as it is, focusing instead on how you can use that time productively, perhaps by listening to an informative podcast or practicing deep breathing exercises to stay calm. This shift in perspective not only reduces stress, but also makes you stronger and happier. Think about the last time you were stressed about a situation beyond your control. Did worrying about it help in any way, or did it just add to your anxiety? By practicing Stoicism, you learn to identify the aspects of your life that you can influence, such as your reactions, choices, and attitude. This realization is liberating because it allows you to stop wasting energy on things that are out of your hands and focus on what truly matters. Consider the story of a friend who faced a major career setback. Instead of dwelling on the unfairness of the situation, he chose to focus on what he could control, updating his resume, networking, and learning new skills. This proactive approach not only helped him land a better job, but also boosted his confidence and resilience. In today's fast-paced world, where we are constantly bombarded with news and information, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by events beyond our control. Practicing Stoicism helps you filter out the noise and concentrate on your personal growth and well-being. By mastering your emotions and reactions, you can navigate life's challenges with greater ease and composure. This Stoic principle is not just about reducing stress. It's about empowering yourself to live a more intentional and meaningful life. By understanding and accepting what is within your control, you become more resilient in the face of adversity and more appreciative of the good times. So the next time you find yourself caught up in worry or frustration, ask yourself, is this something I can control? If the answer is no, practice letting it go and redirect your focus to something you can influence. This shift in mindset will not only make you stronger and happier, but also help you lead a more balanced and purposeful life. Let the wisdom of Stoicism guide you to embrace what you can change and find peace in what you cannot. 4. You will have less desire. Human nature drives us to constantly compare ourselves with others, often leading us to believe that others are better off and happier than we are. This comparison traps us in a cycle of endless desires and distracts us from what truly makes for a happy and healthy life. As Seneca wisely noted, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. To combat this, Stoics often practice a form of poverty, deliberately living and eating austerely to understand that a life with fewer material possessions is not as frightening as it seems. This practice helps them break free from the fear of material loss and realize that true happiness comes from satisfaction and gratitude. Consider the story of a successful businessman who decided to spend a week living minimally without his usual luxuries. During this time, he discovered a profound sense of peace and contentment that he hadn't felt in years. By stepping away from his material comforts, he found joy in simple activities and a deeper appreciation for what he had. This experience helped him understand that his relentless pursuit of more was actually robbing him of true happiness. In today's consumer-driven society, where advertisements constantly bombard us with messages that we need more to be happy, adopting a Stoic perspective can be liberating. It teaches you to find joy and fulfillment in the present moment, rather than in the endless pursuit of material wealth. By reducing your desires, you free yourself from the constant pressure to acquire more, leading to a more peaceful and satisfied life. As you integrate this Stoic principle into your life, you will begin to see that happiness is not found in possessions, but in your attitude towards them. By focusing on what truly matters, relationships, personal growth, and inner peace, you can achieve a deeper sense of fulfillment. The specific lesson here is to understand that less desire leads to more happiness. By practicing gratitude and contentment, you can break free from the cycle of constant comparison and find true peace and satisfaction in life. Let the wisdom of Stoicism guide you to a more meaningful and fulfilling existence, where your happiness is not dependent on material possessions but on your inner state of being. 5. You will not be easily distracted. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. With the rapid advancement of technology, our attention spans have shortened, making it increasingly difficult to focus. The main reason we get distracted is boredom. Often, the activities that help us grow and improve can seem tedious, leading us to seek short-term happiness through entertainment. However, avoiding our problems or unresolved emotions only prolongs our discomfort. As Epictetus wisely said, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Stoics understand that these emotions won't disappear unless we address them. By focusing on the present moment, they gain a deeper understanding of their feelings and learn to face them head-on, rather than being easily distracted by fleeting pleasures. A successful entrepreneur who found himself constantly checking his phone, responding to emails, and scrolling through social media. Despite his achievements, he felt increasingly unfulfilled and stressed. Realizing that his constant distractions were preventing him from addressing deeper issues, he decided to adopt a Stoic approach. He began practicing mindfulness, dedicating specific times for deep work and reflection. By facing his emotions and focusing on the present, he was able to reduce his stress, improve his productivity, and find greater satisfaction in his work. Practicing Stoicism encourages you to understand and resolve your feelings rather than masking them with distractions. This approach not only helps you stay focused, but also enhances your emotional resilience. In a world filled with endless notifications and entertainment options, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. By adopting a Stoic mindset, you can train yourself to remain present and engaged, even when faced with monotonous tasks or challenging emotions. Imagine how much more you could achieve if you harnessed your full attention and directed it towards your goals and personal growth. Focus on the present moment and address your emotions directly, rather than avoiding them through distractions. This Stoic practice not only improves your concentration, but also helps you develop a stronger, more resilient mind. Let the wisdom of Stoicism guide you to a life where you are not easily swayed by external distractions, but instead remain focused and grounded in the present moment. By doing so, you can achieve greater clarity, productivity, and inner peace. If you've embraced these Stoic teachings, you're on the path to building inner strength. Leave a comment below with Stoic journey to show your dedication to this journey. Stay tuned, more empowering insights are on the way. 6. You will learn to be more grateful. Practicing Stoicism helps you learn to be more grateful, as Stoics deeply understand the fragility and value of each moment and everything they possess. They appreciate everything around them, even in the most painful circumstances. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "Dwell on the beauty of life, watch the stars, and see yourself running with them." This perspective encourages you to recognize the strength and resilience you gain during tough times, seeing every opportunity and challenge as a means to improve yourself. Imagine facing a difficult situation at work, like being passed over for a promotion. Instead of showing frustration and anger, a grateful mindset allows you to appreciate the learning experience and the opportunity to strengthen your will. This shift in perspective helps you feel more peaceful and satisfied, even when things don't go as planned. A modern story that illustrates this principle involves a friend of mine who faced a significant setback. He lost his job unexpectedly, which initially seemed like a devastating blow. However, by adopting a Stoic mindset, he chose to view this challenge as an opportunity for growth. He used the time to develop new skills and explore different career paths. Eventually, he found a job that was not only more fulfilling, but also aligned better with his passions and values. This experience taught him the power of gratitude and resilience, and he now views challenges as valuable lessons rather than obstacles. Adopting this mindset, you can transform how you perceive and respond to difficulties, leading to a more fulfilling and contented life. In today's fast-paced world, where we are constantly bombarded with stress and negativity, learning to be grateful can be a powerful tool to maintain inner peace and satisfaction. As you practice Stoicism, you begin to see the value in every experience, understanding that each moment, whether pleasant or painful, contributes to your growth. This approach not only enhances your resilience, but also helps you develop a deeper appreciation for the simple things in life. By focusing on what you have rather than what you lack, you cultivate a mindset of abundance and contentment. Gratitude is not just about recognizing the good times, but also about finding value in the challenges. By embracing this Stoic principle, you can navigate life's ups and downs with grace and composure, ultimately leading to a more peaceful and satisfying life. The specific lesson here is to cultivate a mindset of gratitude in all situations, allowing you to see every challenge as an opportunity for growth and self-improvement. Let this wisdom guide you in your journey, helping you to appreciate each moment and live a life rich with meaning and fulfillment. 7. You will stop worrying. True happiness stems from enjoying the present moment, worrying less about the future, and learning to be content with what you have. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Many of us spend a significant portion of our time worrying about what might happen, forgetting that the present is where we truly need to be. The problem arises because we often fail to distinguish between what we can control and what we cannot. This confusion leads us into a state of constant worry and causes us to act impulsively over matters beyond our influence. By practicing Stoic life skills, you can learn to recognize what is within your control and focus your efforts on these areas. For instance, Think about the last time you worried about a work project. Did worrying help you complete it more effectively, or did it just add to your stress? Stoicism teaches you to do your best with what you can control and to accept the outcome, knowing that you've given your all. This mindset frees your mind from unnecessary anxiety and helps you accept reality as it is, leading to a happier, more peaceful life. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the endless cycle of worry. Practicing Stoicism helps you break free from this pattern by encouraging you to live in the present and make the most of each moment. Imagine the peace of mind you could achieve by letting go of fears about the future and focusing on what you can do right now. How much more fulfilling would your life be if you spent less time worrying and more time enjoying the present? The specific lesson here is to focus on what you can control and let go of what you cannot. By doing so, you can stop worrying and start living a more balanced and satisfying life. Remember, true happiness comes from within and is found in the present moment. Let the wisdom of Stoicism guide you to a life free from unnecessary worries, where you can fully appreciate and enjoy the here and now. By embracing this philosophy, you will find greater clarity, peace, and fulfillment in your everyday life. As we wrap up this video, I encourage you to start applying these Stoic principles to your daily lives. By caring less about what others think, you'll gain the freedom to make your own choices and be responsible for your actions. Remember, time is finite, so focus on the present and live each moment fully. Cultivate gratitude in all circumstances and learn to appreciate the strength gained from overcoming challenges. Reduce unnecessary desires by recognizing the true source of happiness lies in satisfaction and gratitude. Understand what is within your control and focus your energy there, mastering your emotions to become stronger and happier. Avoid distractions by facing your emotions head-on and focusing on the present moment. Finally, let go of worries about the future and find true happiness by enjoying the present. What steps will you take today to incorporate these Stoic principles into your life? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Stoic in Your Life for more insights on living a fulfilling and meaningful life.